San Francisco 2007. Rents too damn high. Sound familiar? The city is bustling with energy, innovation, and unfortunately sky-high living costs. For many, making ends meet is a daily struggle. Two guys, Joe and Brian, have an idea. They're not just any two guys, they're designers with a knack for thinking outside the box. Faced with the challenge of paying their rent, they start brainstorming. A design conference is coming to town. Hotels booked solid, thousands of attendees with nowhere to stay. It's a problem, but also an opportunity. Their solution? 3 air mattresses, a bowl of cereal, and a website called Airbed and Breakfast. Desperate times, right? They offer a place to crash for conference goers, complete with breakfast in the morning. But sometimes desperation breeds innovation. Late nights, countless hours, and a lot of coffee fuel their project. They build a simple website to list their apartment. This wasn't about getting rich, it was about survival. They needed to pay rent, and fast. The idea was simple, but the impact was profound. A way to make rent, connect with strangers. It was a gamble, but one worth taking. They welcomed their first guests, who were thrilled to find an affordable place to stay. They tapped into something primal, the need for human connection, for a break from the ordinary. Guests shared stories, meals, and experiences, creating a unique sense of community. Little did they know, they were about to disrupt an entire industry. What started as a way to make rent became a global phenomenon, changing the way people travel and connect. Word spread, not just about cheap lodging, but about the experience. Meeting locals, crashing on couches, feeling like you actually lived in a city, not just visited it. Craigslist became their megaphone. New York, Louisiana, Miami. Airbnb was catching fire, but with growth came growing pains. Trust, the lifeblood of any hospitality business, was in short supply. Strangers sleeping in your spare room, risky. Airbnb knew they had to build confidence, enter verified profiles, reviews, a sense of community. They were building trust, one stay at a time. 2011. Airbnb set its sights across the pond. Europe, with its charming flats and insatiable wanderlust, was calling. But breaking into a new market is never easy. Different languages, different customs, different regulations. They needed a local guide. Enter Acoleo, a German startup already making waves in the European vacation rental market. Acquisition, not competition, was the name of the game. Acoleo had the local knowledge, the language skills, the trust of European travelers. It was a match made in, well, not heaven, but a very strategic boardroom. With Europe conquered, Airbnb's ambitions knew no bounds. South America, Asia, Australia, the world was their oyster, and they were shucking it open with an app. Remember those clunky travel websites? Airbnb's mobile app was a revelation. Book a room in Rio while riding the subway in New York. The world literally at your fingertips. This was more than just booking a place to sleep. It was about experiences, living like a local, not a tourist. Airbnb wasn't just disrupting the hotel industry, it was changing the way we travel. Section 5, Ni Hao, I Ying, navigating the Middle Kingdom. China, a land of ancient traditions and booming megacities, presented a unique challenge. This wasn't just about translating a website, this was about understanding a culture. Airbnb learned quickly, one size fits all doesn't work in China. They rebranded as Ying, partnered with local payment systems like Alipay, embraced WeChat, the social media platform that's practically surgically attached to every Chinese citizen's hand. They weren't just entering China, they were assimilating. Section 6. Beyond the bedroom experiences and extra luxuries. Airbnb has always been about more than just providing a place to stay. They wanted to create memories, offer unique experiences, and cater to every type of traveler. Airbnb knew they couldn't rest on their laurels. The travel industry was changing rapidly, and they had to innovate to stay ahead. The sharing economy was evolving. People were no longer satisfied with just renting a room or a house. They wanted more. They wanted to immerse themselves in the culture, learn new skills, and have adventures. People craved more than just a place to crash. Enter experiences, cooking classes in Tuscany, surfing lessons in Bali, and so much more. These experiences allowed travelers to connect with locals and learn something new. Guided meditation in the Himalayas. Imagine finding inner peace while surrounded by the majestic mountains. These unique experiences were designed to enrich the travel journey. Airbnb wasn't just about accommodations anymore. It was about creating a lifestyle, offering something for everyone, and making every trip unforgettable. It was about living like a local. Travelers wanted to experience the authentic culture, meet new people, and explore hidden gems. And for those with deeper pockets, Airbnb Lux. Think sprawling villas, private islands, and opulent accommodations that offer the ultimate in luxury and comfort. Concierge service that would make a king blush. Personalized services, exclusive access, and attention to every detail. Airbnb was no longer the scrappy upstart. They had grown into a sophisticated global brand. It was a global hospitality powerhouse. With a presence in nearly every corner of the world, Airbnb was redefining the way people travel and experience new places. Section 7, a pandemic pivot from IPO to uncertain future 2020. The year the world stopped traveling, Airbnb, once flying high, was grounded. The IPO, a long-awaited milestone, was now overshadowed by uncertainty. But even in crisis, there's opportunity. People craved escape, even if it was just to the next town over. Airbnb adapted. Work from anywhere stays, long-term rentals, a renewed focus on local travel. They pivoted, they innovated, they survived. The pandemic didn't break Airbnb, it forged them into something stronger, more resilient. Section 8. The open road and open doors. Beckon again. As the world reopens, Airbnb is there, ready to welcome travelers back. Partnerships with tourism boards, airlines, even local businesses. They're not just facilitating travel, they're revitalizing it. From bustling cities to remote villages, Airbnb is breathing life back into the world of travel. Section 9, a world of opportunity, the upsides of going global. Airbnb's success is a masterclass in global expansion. Market diversification, check. They're not beholden to the ups and downs of any one region. Localized marketing, nailed it. They understand that what works in Paris might not fly in Beijing. And the network effect? The more hosts and guests they have, the stronger the platform becomes. It's a virtuous cycle. Section 10. Lost in translation, the downsides of going global. But let's not sugarcoat it. Expanding a business globally is not just about tapping into new markets and increasing revenue. It's a complex and often daunting endeavor. Global expansion is a bumpy ride. Regulations are a minefield. Navigating through different legal systems can be overwhelming. What's legal in one city is a bureaucratic nightmare in another. Cultural barriers? They're real. Misunderstandings can lead to significant setbacks. What's considered polite in one culture might be offensive in another. These cultural nuances can make or break business relationships. And let's not forget the competition. Entering a new market means facing established local players who know the terrain better. Airbnb might be the biggest fish, but the sea of online travel is vast and full of hungry sharks. Competitors are always ready to pounce on any misstep. Trust and safety issues. They're amplified on a global scale. Ensuring the safety of users in different countries with varying standards is a monumental task. And the impact on local housing markets? It's a valid concern, especially in already expensive cities where Airbnb's presence can exacerbate housing shortages. A valid concern, especially in already expensive cities. The balance between providing affordable housing and expanding business is delicate. Global expansion is a double-edged sword. The opportunities are immense, but so are the challenges. Airbnb is learning that the hard way. The journey of going global is filled with lessons, some of which are learned through trial and error. Despite the hurdles, the potential for growth and innovation keeps companies like Airbnb pushing forward. The dream of a global presence is enticing, but it comes with its own set of trials. Success in the global market requires resilience, adaptability, and a deep understanding of the complexities involved. It's a challenging path, but for those who navigate it well, the rewards can be substantial. Section 11. From air mattresses to global domination. What's next? Airbnb's journey is far from over. The travel industry is constantly evolving, and Airbnb needs to stay ahead of the curve. Will they become a one-stop shop for all things travel? Will they crack the code on sustainable tourism? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure. Airbnb's story is a testament to the power of innovation, the importance of understanding local markets, and the enduring human desire to connect with the world around us.